Hi, good morning, students. So, in earlier lecture, we had introduced some of the about the chemical reactions and equations. What's a chemical reaction? What's a chemical equation? So, I had told you that what's a skeletal equation also. Skeletal equation is that equation in which we show the chemical change taking place, reactants converting into the products, but the reaction is not balanced. Okay. So that means the number of atoms on the left hand side is not equal to the number of atoms on the right hand side. So how we can balance a reaction? Here I am showing you one of the examples. For example, I write CH4 plus O2 gives CO2 plus water. So CH4 is methane, it's a gas. It's also called as marsh gas, plus O2 is oxygen, gives CO2, carbon dioxide plus H2O. It is water. If you see on the left hand side, these are called as reactants, methane and oxygen, whereas carbon dioxide and water, they are called as products. Okay. So we have to first of all see how many atoms are present on the left hand side. Suppose carbon on left hand side is present as 1. Okay. Hydrogens are 4, oxygens are 2. If I see on the right hand side, carbon is only 1. Okay. Hydrogen is 2 hydrogen atoms are there. Oxygens are 3, 2 in carbon dioxide and 1 in water. So if we see keenly, only carbon atoms are balanced on either side. Hydrogens are not balanced. Oxygen is also not balanced. So what is the method of balancing this reaction? So we have to simply multiply with simple coefficients. Okay. This reaction is now skeletal equation. If I want to balance this reaction, I have to ensure that the number of atoms on either side becomes equal for all. For example, if I multiply this O2 with letter 2 on the left hand side, that would make it 2 2s are 4 oxygens. But we have on the right hand side, we have again how many oxygens there are? 3. So I can make it 4. Suppose I multiply this H2O on the left hand side with 2. Okay. So that would make 2 oxygens on the right with water and 2 oxygens with carbon dioxide makes 4. Okay. Hydrogen would become, when I multiply it with 2, that would make 4. So 4 hydrogens are on the left hand side. So I think that would balance the reaction. So here I can show you. Again, this is methane plus O2. This is CO2 plus 2H2O. As I told you earlier on, we can multiply this water with 2. Okay. So when I multiply this water on the left hand side with 2, now hydrogens become 4. Left hand side, the hydrogens are 4. Carbon is again 1 on the left and right. Oxygens on the left hand side are how many? 2. Okay. On the right hand side, they are 2 plus 2, 4. So I have to make now 4 oxygens on the left side also. So for that, I can multiply this oxygen with letter 2, at number 2. Okay. So now I can show you the full balanced reaction here. So methane plus 2O2 gives CO2 plus 2 times water. So you shall never mention write this 2 on this side. If I want to balance the reaction, you have to always multiply with coefficients on the left hand side. Now the coefficients in this reaction are the coefficient for methane on the left hand side is 1, for oxygen it is 2, for carbon dioxide it's 1, for water it is 2. Okay. Methane on the left hand side would be multiplied by 1, whereas O2 on the left hand side is multiplied with 2. Carbon dioxide on the left hand side is multiplied with 1. Water on the left hand side is multiplied with 2. So these coefficients 1, 2, 1 and 2, these are called as stoichiometric coefficients. They are very important to determine the amount of reactants and substance, products and reactants. Okay. So I can read this reaction as how many molecules of methane are there? Only 1, because left hand side it's multiplied only 1. So 1 molecule of methane combines with 2 molecules of oxygen to give 1 molecule of carbon dioxide and 2 molecules of water. Okay. So what are stoichiometric coefficients? These are the simple whole numbers which are used to balance a reaction. Okay. So simple multiples. So suppose I can read this reaction also as 1 mole of methane combines with 2 moles of oxygen to give 1 mole of carbon dioxide and 2 moles of water. I hope you understand this very well. It's very easy to balance a reaction. You can balance many more reactions and practice from your books. Now next is writing the symbols of physical states. Some reactants may be solids, some may be liquids, some may be gases. If a reactant is present as solid, for example, most of the metals are present as solids at room temperature, except mercury, which is a liquid at room temperature. So all solid substances are mentioned with letter S, okay? Whereas if a reactant is present as gas, it is represented as G. If it's present as liquid, it's represented as L. Or if you dissolve a substance in water, okay, you call that solution as aqueous. Aqueous means a substance dissolved in water. So what is difference between liquid and aqueous? Liquid means when you use pure solvent or a pure substance. Suppose we take water in which no other substance is dissolved, then it's a liquid, okay? If you take mercury, nothing is dissolved in it, you can call it as liquid. You can write it as L. But if I dissolve salt in water, so that is a solution of salt, okay, in water. So I can write it as AQ. AQ means aqueous. So some other conditions such as temperature, pressure, catalyst, etc. are indicated above or below the arrow in a equation, okay. So for example, I will mention here C2H4. This is ethane, okay. Ethene, it's an alkene, combines with H2 hydrogen to give C2H6. Here two hydrogens have added on this C2H4. It has converted to C2H6. Actually it is called as alkane, okay. We'll be discussing it in organic chemistry. What are alkenes, alkanes and alkynes? So this reaction is also called as actually hydrogenation reaction. Hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen to unsaturated compounds. Unsaturated means those compounds which have carbon-carbon double bond, but we'll make it clear, more clear in organic chemistry. So here I have shown that C2H4 ब्रैकेट इन ब्रैकेट आई हैव रिटन G. तो इसका मतलब होता है ये जो ईथीन है ये गैसियस फॉर्म में होता है. हाइड्रोजन के साइड में मैंने G लिखा है, तो इसका मतलब भी है ये क्या है, हाइड्रोजन इज प्रेजेंट एज गैस. फिर हमने एरो दिखाया, यहाँ पे एरो के ऊपर हमने लिखा है Na फॉर निकल, ओके. तो निकल एक कैटलिस्ट है, ठीक है, ये सरफेस प्रोवाइड करता है हाइड्रोजन के लिए, इससे रिएक्शन बहुत फास्ट हो जाती है. कैटलिस्ट का काम इतना होता है, ये इंटरमीडिएट होता है जो रिएक्शन की स्पीड बढ़ाता है. जैसे रिएक्शन कंप्लीट होती है फिर निकल आता है. जैसे ब्रोकर का काम होता है, वो दो पार्टीज़ को मिलाता है, फिर वो जैसे दो पार्टीज़ का काम हो जाता है तो फिर वो खुद निकल जाता है. दैट कैन बी यूज समवेयर एल्स आल्सो. लाइकवाइज वी हैव N2 प्लस O2. नाइट्रोजन ये भी गैस होता है, कंबाइंस विथ O2 मीन्स ऑक्सीजन, ओके, गिव्स NO. NO इज नाइट्रिक oxide, that's also gas. This reaction occurs at 3000 degrees Celsius, okay. So that's why it's shown at above the arrow. So anything which is not consumed in the reaction, जैसे catalyst consume नहीं होता है, okay. टेम्परेचर जो हम रिएक्टेंट्स या प्रोडक्ट्स में हम इसको शो नहीं कर सकते हैं यूजुअली, तो हम इनको अबव एंड बिलो द एरो शो कर सकते हैं. यहाँ से आप ये भी देख सकते हैं कि केमिकल इक्वेशन जो बैलेंस्ड केमिकल इक्वेशन होती है वो आपको एग्जैक्ट अमाउंट ऑफ रिएक्टेंट्स और प्रोडक्ट्स बता सकता है. इससे आप मास ऑफ रिएक्टेंट्स और प्रोडक्ट्स भी बता सकते हैं, ओके. इट कैन टेल यू द रिएक्शन कंडीशंस आल्सो. इट कैन टेल यू अबाउट द फिजिकल स्टेट्स ऑफ द सब्सटेंस आल्सो. फिजिकल स्टेट मीन्स वेदर अ सब्सटेंस इज प्रेजेंट इन सॉलिड, लिक्विड और गैस. Likewise, we see carbon dioxide combines with water gives C6H12 O6 plus O2. ये photosynthesis का reaction है. This reaction occurs in presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. Chlorophyll आपको पता ही है जो plants में leaves में होता है, green pigment. तो यहाँ पे लिखा है हमने कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज gaseous form, water जो है that is in liquid form, okay. इट लीड्स टू द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ C6H12O6. ये ग्लूकोज है, ग्लूकोज क्या होता है सॉलिड फॉर्म में, और O2 है दैट्स प्रेजेंट इन द गैसियस फॉर्म, ओके. Likewise, we have another substance NH4NO3. This is called as ammonium nitrate. ये आप देख सकते हैं, अमोनियम नाइट्रेट को आप हीट करेंगे at a temperature of 170 degree Celsius to 240 degree Celsius, it gets converted to N2O. It is nitrous oxide plus water. So इसमें सब में फिजिकल स्टेट प्रॉपरली मेंशन किया है. अमोनियम नाइट्रेट एक सॉलिड है, इसको फर्टिलाइज़र के तौर पे भी हम यूज़ करते हैं. इसको अगर हीट करेंगे 170 टू 240 डिग्री सेल्सियस तक, तो ये किस में कन्वर्ट होता है? N2O, नाइट्रस ऑक्साइड प्लस H2O. एक सब्सटेंस इसमें गैसेस है, दूसरा लिक्विड फॉर्म में. सो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक वुड बी केमिकल टाइप्स ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शंस. तो इसमें हमारे 4 टाइप्स ऑफ रिएक्शंस पढ़ने हैं. कॉम्बिनेशन रिएक्शंस, डिकम्पोजिशन रिएक्शंस, displacement reactions, double displacement reactions, oxidation and reduction reactions. These are also called as redox reactions collectively. Okay, तो हम इसमें देखेंगे कि कॉम्बिनेशन और डिकम्पोजिशन रिएक्शंस जो है ये एक दूसरे के अपोजिट होते हैं. कॉम्बिनेशन रिएक्शंस में हम देखेंगे कि अगर 2 डिफरेंट रिएक्टेंट्स कंबाइन होकर एक सिंगल प्रोडक्ट बनाएंगे तो कॉम्बिनेशन कहलाता है. डिकम्पोजिशन इसका अपोजिट होता है. एक सिंगल रिएक्टेंट को अगर हम ब्रेक करेंगे इनटू मल्टीपल प्रोडक्ट्स तो उसको हम डिकम्पोजिशन बोल सकते हैं. तो डिस्प्लेसमेंट में हम देखेंगे कि एक हाईली रिएक्टिव एलिमेंट कैन डिस्प्लेस अ लेस रिएक्टिव एलिमेंट फ्रॉम इट्स सॉल्ट. और डबल डिस्प्लेसमेंट को हम प्रेसिपिटेशन रिएक्शन भी बोलेंगे. यहाँ पे हम देखेंगे कि 2 डिफरेंट मेटल आयंस जो है 2 साल्ट्स में से एक दूसरे को डिस्प्लेस करते हैं और वहाँ पे एक प्रेसिपिटेट बनता है, इनसॉल्युबल सॉल्ट बनता है. तो जो रिडॉक्स रिएक्शंस होती है ये एक ऐसी रिएक्शन होती है जिसमें ऑक्सीडेशन और रिडक्शन एक ही टाइम पे होता है, साइमल्टेनियसली. ठीक है, तो वी विल डिस्कस दीज रिएक्शंस इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. इफ यू एनी डाउट्स प्लीज लेट मी नो. थैंक यू.